Hey guys, so when I was a sophomore in college, my dad says to me, you should go visit your uncle in Athens. He's doing great mission work with the gypsies. And I went, hell yeah. Poor choice of words, but I was excited. It was an adventure, a summer story that no one can beat on campus. But really, my dad was trying to get rid of me. We were having our differences. You see, before college, I was helping him in a small Korean immigrant church, volunteering with the youth. But after college, I had come back an atheist. Not just any atheist, Richard Dawkins atheist. Just like condescending and mean. Dad, you're pontificating these myths to pacify the existential dread of the masses. Haven't you heard about Karl Marx and how religions opium the people? Oh, and Albert Camus and the logic of the absurd? Basically, I was quoting catchphrases out of context, left and right. And also, Nietzsche said that the villagers already killed the god. And my dad said to me, why don't you go visit your uncle in Athens? He's doing great work with the gypsies. So I went and I was expecting that, he's going to put me through the ringer. Your typical summer mission work, because that's what Dad was expecting, right? Do some mission work, come back with his faith, or at least humble me. And I thought, yeah, do those things like build shoddy houses. The last was a youth commission experience right there. Hourly Bible studies, nightly reflections on what new entirements do you see in yourself, Sam? But he did none of that. He actually just drove me around. We had a great time. We went to Parthenon. We went to the best Greek cafes where the coffee is so thick you don't drink it, but you nibble at it. And then we went to the beaches, beautiful Mediterranean. One time we went before the rosy fingered dawn. We caught a fish and we cooked it over a spicy Korean stew called naeuntan. Ooh, nothing beats freshly caught fish cooked over an open fire with the morning ocean breeze. And I started thinking, does this do any mission work? With all the money he gets, he's having a perennial vacation. And then one day he goes, Sam, let's go. And we went for a ride. And we pulled up to a small shack where a Croatian, Russian, Korean woman lived with her 6-year-old daughter. How do you become 3- person? Well, you're born to Korean parents who have to go to Russia for work, and then meet a Greek who had to go to Russia for work, and then marry him and follow him to Athens where he abandons you. You become a Croatian, Russian, Korean. Your hyphen accrues when you have to keep moving just to put food on the table. And he goes, we're here. Comes back an hour later and brings 2 Albanian refugee brothers. So 6 of us, we all squeezed into that small shack and had our potluck meal. My uncle brought his grilled lamb chop. The woman had Korean rice, kimchi, and Russian dumpling. Never knew that they had Russian dumplings. And then the Albanians brought homemade bread, and all of it didn't work together well at all. But it got better as the night went on, and they talked and they laughed. I didn't understand a word of it because it's all Greek to me. Literally, they were all speaking Greek. And then the Albanian gets a phone call. Flip phone days. Yes. It's a boy. You see, his wife had given birth, but he couldn't be at the hospital because he was an illegal refugee and he would get arrested. But when we heard that, we all clapped so loud, the whole shack shook. See, in that moment, all of us, right, from different corners of the earth, with our own journeys of suffering, without any evidence for a better future, and yet we celebrate the birth of that vulnerable baby boy, believing that the world can become a beautiful place for him. At that moment, we were family. hyphenations and qualifiers like refugee and illegal, be damned. And that night, I wrote an email to my dad. I don't know about Jesus and the churchy thing yet, but I think I understand why Jesus said to his friends, break bread regularly and remember me. Because when we break bread, we remember that we are home and that we belong to one another. And then after I sent that email, I realized all that time I thought my uncle was not doing mission work, taking me to cafes and to breakfast at the beach. He was breaking bread with me. Thank you.